Trap. We on?
Yeah.
Here we go. Welcome back to the What If podcast where possibility begins. It's your boy CJ.
It's your boy Trav, I'm here.
And it's your boy Jarvis checking in.
Yes, sir, man. We're not gonna go on the live today, man, but we still gonna post it on a Sunday. Got some traveling plans this weekend. Everybody in the group won't be present, so we're doing it on Thursday.
That's right.
Yeah, man. But I mean, nothing changed, man. Same format. We're gonna rock the same. Try to get some good information out. And I mean, guess just some food for thought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just something to think about. But as we always start off, man, talking about this past week. The takeaways, just I guess a little reflection moment is what we have at the beginning.
Yeah.
What you said?
The ongoing week.
Oh yeah. I ain't even think about it. It's only Thursday, so yeah, the ongoing week. I mean, thus far. What's up? All right, I'll go first.
Oh, I thought he was gonna take it away.
Nah, it's all good. This past week, this week, this current week, it's actually been a little bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even reflect on it till just now, but yeah, man, just especially with the house, you know what I'm saying? I had a plumbing issue, and framing, little small issues popping up here and there, but at the same time, things are going good on opposite end, coming in under budget on certain parts of the job that were quoted a little higher than the actual.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's just kind of like, damn, gotta pay this. Oh snap, I just got this. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's been an up and down week, roller coaster, and also just a little challenging. Just personal life is a mug. It's a mug sometimes. But I think what we're talking about today will kind of get into that a little bit. So maybe I better use some good examples, some good relevant current examples.
Right.
That's it for me.
Oh man, well for me, man, this ongoing week, it was. I would say this week kind of really been a little bit all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good way to describe a week, but not like really in a bad way, just with a lot of different stuff going on.
Right.
That makes sense. Of course, still at the school, still had the testing going on. Then I had the little one, the baby, he was sick.
Yeah, man. This was supposed to be my day right here.
Yeah, but we had some unexpected conditions with him, so he was sick. I had to take him to the doctor. He had a little stomach flu. Still trying to get over it today. And still working, so it's just a little bit of everything going on this week. So I guess I would just say, if I can sum this week up in one word so far, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a hard one.
Scattered.
Yeah. I take
Busy. So, what's up, BJ?
Dang. Y'all weeks. This week has actually been pretty. It's been pretty decent. It's been pretty good. Of course, grinding with the Uber Eats. So getting that. Then of course, back in the school, I did a half a day with Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I sub today, going to sub tomorrow, and then Monday and Tuesday, subbing for my dog over here to the far to my far right.
Right.
Are you subbing at elementary school?
Yeah.
You ready for that again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I kind of adapted to somewhat the elementary life. Kind of fell in love with some of the students in Mr. Perry's class. So, yeah, I know it'd be kind of exciting to see them, for them to see me walk through the door and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's pretty much grinding. Been a pretty productive way. I mean, been a productive week. Sorry. I don't know. It's me. Kind of. I don't know. I guess it kind of been exciting as well. Just Cause like I said, it's Thursday. The week is not finished, so you don't know what else is gonna be in store for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I may have some good. I received some good news yesterday as well, so I ain't gonna reveal that yet because it's still ongoing. So,
Okay.
but yeah,
Well, that's what's up, man. Like I said last week, man. You know, last week I think we all pretty much had a decent, strong week, and then this week is, you know, that's how the weeks go. You know what I mean? That's how all individual moments go. They just come and they go. You know what I'm saying?
It's too short back.
This too shall pass. I was actually going to put a post up the other day and said, all my mistakes taught me it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still might post that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, man. But,
Post that, man. A lot of people need to see that.
yeah, I think I'll make one when we get done. But we did, you know, I don't think we've been pretty solid on our conference calls this week.
Like I said, it was a scattered week, man.
It was.
Everything was all over the place.
Yeah, but when we did talk, I think we came up with a good topic for today.
Yeah.
We decided to go with controlling the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. All right. So just to start the conversation off, the narrative. Trav, what do we mean when we say the narrative, or what do you think of when you hear the narrative?
Controlling the narrative. When I hear the word narrative, I think about feelings and emotions.
Okay.
That's the first thing that comes to me, because you know when something happened, just like we talked about last week with the letter. When I got the letter that told me that I was didn't get accepted into school, I had all those feelings and emotions going through me.
Right.
But like we talked about, that was just a narrative. You know what I'm saying? That was just a part of a bigger story.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why, yeah, I would say if I hear that, it had to be feelings and emotions, because that's what we had to learn to control.
Yeah. To the extent that we can.
Yeah, to the extent that we can, of course. But like we talked about, is also there's no good or bad when it comes to those narratives or feelings or emotions. Because like you said, they all work out in their own way in certain situations. Some work better than others. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I got.
That's a good one. Yeah, for sure.
First thing comes to my mind, well, kind of two things, is perception and assumptions.
Okay. Perceptions and assumptions.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Yeah. The reason I say assumptions is, of course, when you say change the narrative, you see a lot of that going on in the world. You see it from the president. You know, he like to change the narrative, change assumptions, change the minds. You see people on social media do it a lot. Change the perception. Like, for example, like as a woman, you see. Well, this is what I heard. As a woman, you may see like all the models and the video vixens, and you see all the guys gravitating towards that. But to a woman, mind, the perception is that that's what guys want. But you know, just quick examples that come to my mind. But yeah, those two things: perception and assumptions.
Okay, I thought when you said perception and assumptions, I went to when you perceive something, the narrative is the assumption.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean that too.
Changing the narrative, and not so much an assumption, but it is an assumption. It's what the story you create at that moment,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. You know, the narrative. When I hear the word narrative, I think of a story. You know, like basically a story. It's an option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I say I want to read a story, I got a whole bunch of options. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the stories are. They are an option that explains that moment for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gives the simple things such as sight or hearing or taste or smell. Right? It takes the senses and it gives you understanding of it.
Right.
And it's a narrative,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that narrative is kind of built on, narratives just become stronger.
Right.
So once you use the narrative and it's successful or you're satisfied with it, even if ideally you don't even want to be satisfied with it, subconsciously the body's satisfied with that response, that's going to be the normal narrative. You know what I'm saying? And Trav, I'm definitely with you on the emotions and the feelings and the thoughts. And I'm with you as far as managing them, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because granted, you can't stop the emotions and the feelings.
Right.
And if they are the narrative, you can't necessarily stop the narrative. At best, you can be aware of the narrative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is the position you probably want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be aware of the narrative. You don't want to just be going with this narrative on autopilot, right?
Right.
You want to have some awareness of where your mind goes in those different scenarios, right?
Yeah.
And then once you become aware of the narrative, now you can decide what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Can you stop it? No. You know what I mean? It's going to be there, and maybe at some point it changes. You know what I mean? After you choose another narrative over and over and over again, maybe that becomes your default.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, from Jump Street, that's just how it works. You know what I mean? You perceive something, boom, you have a response, an assumption, what you assume, what you think about the situation. It goes from perception to thought to emotions. And when emotions get involved, depending on what it is, emotions, like I said, energy and motion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can go to Newton laws, you can go whatever you want to, but once that energy get going inside of you, and it all started from a perception, just something that you sensed,
Right.
something that you picked up in your senses. You know what I'm saying? But is that a bad thing? Nah, I mean, it's amazing that we can perceive something and make this understanding out of it like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it actually makes life. Without that, it would just be sights and sounds with nothing to even, like you're just looking at a tree, but it's not a tree. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no story to go with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's whatever, you know what I mean? Like you need the stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you gotta manage them at the same time. Because some of them are not always beneficial. You know what I mean? And that don't mean that I'm not going to say that anger is never beneficial, but in certain situations, it's not beneficial. And one more thing I want to add about narratives: do y'all notice how they just continually change and shift? And when we say narrative, like Charles said, feelings and emotions, like Jarvis said, perceptions and assumptions.
Yeah.
So you see how those things they're always, and a lot of times if you just wait, the perception will shift. The narrative will shift.
Right.
But the thing is, on the ones that are really emotional, where you got a lot of energy and emotion, the wait is a little bit longer than regular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when it's something deep, you really gotta wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that becomes the difficult part. Because one thing I noticed about awareness, I can string together a lot of little victories. You know what I mean? I can string together some patience in traffic, some letting folks ordering food talk to me crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with. I can string together them wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I get a boom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all get that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I guess that's what I mean by the. Like what I was saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll be winning them, man. You know what I mean? You'll be stringing together all your little victories. You feel like you in the game. You know what I'm saying? Everything going good. Then haymaker. Oh man, the haymakers, dog.
Come out of nowhere, man. You're right. But like you said, that also, I mean, I really don't think it doesn't really it does, but it doesn't matter about how much aware you are. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you. Like we're talking about is control it as much as you can.
Right.
But yeah, man, them things hurt.
Them
They
haymakers?
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
winning. I'm talking about winning.
Oh,
And
man.
what? That's just a part of life.
Yo,
Yeah.
and truth be told, what we talking about now is a narrative. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's a narrative that works for us. Hopefully, it's a narrative that works for somebody else, but it's just a narrative. You know, and definitely there's somebody that feels completely different than we do. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
But I think knowing that it's just a narrative makes it easier to deal with that. You know what I mean? Makes it easier to deal with disagreements, makes it easier to deal with altercations. Knowing that really it was just something I perceived. At base level, it was just that. Actually, at base level, it was something even different than that. But just starting from there, you know what I mean? As far as things that we're aware of, that's where it started, as a perception. And it's good to know that you created the narrative that you put with it. And that's just how you made meaning of it at the time, which is cool.
Right.
And you can roll with that, or you can say, that might not be a good one for this situation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I may need to wait and consider it and think of what another narrative, or just wait. Because sometimes, like I said, if that emotion, which is a part of the narrative, is going too strong, it kind of clouds the thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when emotion takes over, thought it becomes the stronger dominant thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like the thought becomes stronger and dominant than just the perception. And then the emotion becomes even stronger. Your motives become even stronger. And then your decision is the final. You know what I'm saying? It's the execution of that energy.
Yep.
So I think it's important. Just to say the least, I think it's extremely important to, as we advocate on this podcast, just about weekly, as far as I can think about it, to build that awareness, man. You know what I'm saying? And I downloaded what do they call it? Audible? Is that Amazon's ebooks?
Yeah. Audible.
Yeah.
Playbook?
I downloaded a little app the other day, man. And I'm listening to his book on mindfulness right now, and he's talking about the importance of not viewing meditation as just like sitting in a quiet room, legs crossed. You know what I mean? That as far as meditation and mindfulness, you can literally practice that anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In your
4 hours tomorrow.
Yeah, you call it that, I call it sleep. I'm gonna sleep for 4 hours on that flight. But
Talk about meditating.
oh yeah, it's something that you can do anywhere. You know what I mean? Like stoplights, or at any point that you become aware, at any point that you come back to your awareness, that's like a meditation practice, because that's what meditation is.
Yeah.
So if you start noticing your feelings in traffic, and then you come back to it and you're aware, like you see the story and you are at an understanding that I'm just aware of the story right now. You know what I'm saying? That's practice.
Yeah.
And as you build on it, you just kind of start doing it with everything. And that's when things kind of get better. But it's a practice, you know what I'm saying? And I do think that what you usually think of as meditation, I think that that's also important. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't get to it daily, or something that you can just do every now and then, or when you off or whatever, sitting quiet, off in the room by yourself, 15, 20, 30 minutes. I think that's important. But I don't think it's necessary on the day-to-day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good on the day-to-day if you can get to it and you can consistently do it every day. That's definitely good. But even with that, even if you did do it every day, it shouldn't end there. You know what I mean? It's kind of something that you carry on throughout the day, man. Y'all fellas talk to me, man. We talking about controlling the narrative. Tell me something, Jarvis. I mean, I know you told us what you believe when you think of narrative, but
I mean,
what other ways do you want to comment on?
you get some key points. I mean, to me, it just all boils down to, man, just matching your energy, man. Just pretty much, man. Plain and simple, man. Just be aware of situations. Be aware of your feelings. Like, for example, I can throw me examples. Like, I throw myself examples. Like me, y'all know I'm a soft-spoken person. Y'all never see me get out of character as much. Like, when that negative energy come towards me, I change the narrative. I start laughing like when I get mad. So, you know, that changed the narrative. Like, man, why this man laughing?
That
Like,
gotta be funny, man.
like, I'm serious. You laughing?
Yeah.
Just change the narrative, man. Just to tell you, like, man, I'm not here to, you know, inherit your negative energy. I'm just here to, you know, master my energy and just do me, just control my vibe. So that's to like I said, to me, that's all it boils down to. And what I try to do most is, you know, control the narrative as perception. Like, as far as being a black man, like, I always try to be presentable, you know, clean cut, not try to like be baggy clothing, stuff like that, you know, like walk like I have business by myself, pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
So you saying controlling the narrative in an
Yeah.
outward type way,
Yeah.
as well as okay,
Like my body language, how I speak, articulate things, like, you know, control the narrative. Like I said, to outside looking in, you know, us black people, we ignorant. So, you know, when somebody's talking to me, you know, I come out with my words, it might be ignorant. But if I come out with some positive things that is, you know, is articulate and everything, the next man be like, well, dang, I didn't think this of this brother. This man got some common sense, you know. So, yeah.
I actually like you bringing up that point, man. That awareness is not just an inner thing; it's an outward.
Yeah.
You know, you should be aware of things like that as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, if you teach kids concepts like code switching, which is kind of what Jarvis was just talking about, understanding and being aware that in different situations, it is beneficial for you to conduct yourself in a certain manner for economic advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about no belittling yourself or anything like that. I'm just saying, like Jarvis talking about, you know, when we having a conversation, we talk a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I go to Navy Federal to handle my business, I talk a certain kind of way.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do I do it because I think any different of myself or anything like that? No. I do it for an economic advantage. I do it for a smooth transaction.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of communication is to be understood.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, if you are aware of how conversation usually goes on in this environment to ensure understanding,
Why not use it?
why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One thing you may not know, but if you do know, why would you intentionally? Do you want the disagreement? Do you want the misunderstanding? Who said be like, I want to go in here and have a misunderstanding? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nobody is going to adjust to you when the environment is already set like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? What makes you the adjustment?
Right.
Could they adjust to you? Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can't. Maybe they genuinely can't.
Yeah.
But you know, I might walk in there and get a brother and switch it up a little bit, depending on how he vibe me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's up, big bro?
What's up? what's good with me, bro? Yeah, man. So I mean, you know, but that's all about awareness. What Jarvis talking about, that more outward awareness. You know what I'm saying? Even understanding if you can call him big bro or not.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
mean, that's just like when I'm doing the lip thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just, and I guess I guess this would kind of be more. Nah, that probably wouldn't be a good example. I guess that wouldn't probably.
Talking about
wouldn't
folks
be-
getting in your car?
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be more of aware. That'd probably be more of me making a presumption, a presuming. Because I'm saying
Are
somebody
you aware
getting in your car.
Are you aware of the presumption?
Yeah. Like, okay, I could listen to this, but they're in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
for sure.
I put the radio on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, they don't want to hear this radio. Let me go and turn on a little smooth jazz. or
Economic
something.
advantage.
Yeah.
That music could have fed your tip.
Absolutely.
Yes,
But that can also be a presumption. Because just because this man got a tie in the briefcase and I'm taking him to a private airport, hey, he might like listen to a little T.I. or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Narratives are not necessarily true.
That's right.
You just got to decide whether you're going to go with them or not.
Yeah.
In order to make that decision, you got to be aware.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to be aware. And I mean, it's all about what you want. If you're aware, if you know that you're trying to limit disagreement or anything, you're going to pick the better narrative.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to pick the better story because the story is just making understanding of what you perceive.
And I think people also have to realize that, like you just said, you got to pick the better story, and you picking the better story may not be what's most beneficial for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It may not always be what you want to do, but sometimes it's just what you have to do.
Or what you need to do.
Or what you need.
Or
to
what
do.
you, maybe you should, depending on what your motives are.
Right.
Do you want a smooth transaction or not?
But some people might say, yeah, I want a smooth transaction, but I want to do it my way.
Can't do
And that's
that.
not right. That's not gonna work.
The arena already said. You know what I'm saying? It's already set. I mean, I guess you could start your own arena.
For who? You?
It's the only other option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good luck with that.
You don't like how Navy Federal operate? You open your own bank.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Impossible? No.
No, definitely not impossible.
Definitely not impossible. I
Yes.
mean, you could create your own arena. Like I said, man, it kind of depends on the motives at that point. It depends on the subconscious wiring. It depends on a lot of things at that point. You know what I mean? Man, fellas, you definitely brought good points. Because I had to be honest and say, I didn't even take it there at first, though. You know what I mean? When I first thought about the topic, I thought about it in a limited way.
Yeah.
And Jarvis, man, you definitely opened my eyes to something a little bigger. So I definitely appreciate that, my brother. And like I was saying, man, you know, it's probably important to teach kids that
Most definitely.
and tell them that, right? Because it's very important to your survival here, which is why some of us have so many problems because we weren't necessarily taught that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's, I don't mean to interrupt you,
Yeah,
but
go
it's
ahead.
crazy that you talk about we need to start explaining that more to kids about, you know, all you gotta do is change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Just change it, and it's crazy because I was going down the carpool today, and one of my little kindergartners who in my class, little Brianna, she was in line, boo-hoo crying. She not one of the girls that normally cry. So I said, Brianna, what's wrong? She's like, you know, in kindergarten and first grade, they do colors. So when you get to school, you start off on green, you can go up to blue, and then purple, or down to is yellow, orange, and red. Yeah. So.
Get your butt caught on there.
But the thing was, she was hurt because she was on yellow. I'm saying hurt. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, I don't want to go tell my daddy I'm on yellow. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, that's not something she used to. But hey, tomorrow's another day.
Yeah.
Let's try it again. Change the narrative. Of course, I didn't say that to her, but you know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, just change the narrative. 5, man. You smoke crack, don't you? Oh, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's basically kind of what I explained to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really like the outcome of what happened today. Tomorrow, you got a new day. Change it.
And it's so much easier for kids. They don't have 27, 28 years worth of hard wiring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I plan on telling my son in a situation like that. I mean, my man, you can cry if you want to. You know what I'm saying? That's an option. But I'm telling you that you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? It's not the only option.
Yeah.
And just to let kids know, like, you got a choice. Boom, I want you to clearly know, like, bro, you got a choice right now. You can cry if you want to. It's your prerogative, you know what I'm saying? Or you cannot.
Yeah.
Like, you want to cry? You know what I mean? Just be real. That's actually your two options right now. And you can do either one for a whole host of reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's how I'm talking to my kids.
But what if you were a kid? Like, picture yourself as a kid. So
Right.
I tell you that. What would you think?
I would probably stop crying.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, it's the truth.
I would probably be like, I can cry if I want to, I cannot. But then I'm,
Then I'm not.
then I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
So you're in a room to cry or not to cry?
Nah, it's just once you okay. So the kid is thinking that crying is the only option right there.
Yeah.
But that's what they thinking, and then you tell the kid like, "Hey, just FYI, that's not the only option. You can not cry right now if you want to."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what they crying because they're hurt or they feelings or whatever. But that don't have to be the narrative. Just FYI. You know what I'm saying? No pressure on this decision.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Do what you want to do. Don't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with you crying.
Yeah.
But it's not really, you don't have to right now.
But
And I'm telling you, man, I think that a kid would be like,
I'm start using that every now. Like, hey, look, Zach, look, you can cry if you want to.
Yeah.
That's an option. But you know, you can always do this too. And they gonna be like, hey, oh, okay, well let me try this.
hey, you know, just a little side note. You don't have to do that when you don't get your weight. You know what I mean? But,
Yeah.
I mean, by all means, man, it's your decision. But
yes.
I think we're going to wrap it up, man.
Yeah.
But good conversation, man. I've been planning this little thing, the whole podcast. Good conversation, man. I just think that, you know, I think the narrative is it's important to be aware. I think that that's the most important essential thing. You know what I
Be
mean?
aware.
After that, you can make decisions or whatnot. But first and foremost, be aware. And also with that, it's important to be aware of your need to wait sometimes. All right? Because, like I said, the emotions are stronger than thoughts. So you're trying to think through while the emotions are up. I'm learning right now, it's probably not going to be the best thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So keep it kosher. In closing, man, we always try to leave the people, the viewers, with a quick little, like something that you can remember. You know what I mean? A tool, I guess, for the week, the upcoming week, man. So who got the first tool of the day, man? Who's gonna pass it up?
Man, I think I don't know if I use this one before.
That's
but
okay.
Yeah, I'm on, you know, on the strength of my books, you know, Big Dream Books. I just want to let people know that, you know, dream big.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good.
Dream big. Don't minimize that dream for anybody. Even if when you write it down it sounds impossible, work at it. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? That I think what I realized in writing down my goals and my dreams is that this not something that's gonna happen next month or the month for that, and
Right.
maybe not even a year or two from now. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you have to work at.
Right.
Like, yeah. So let me say dream big, but also, you know what I'm saying, you gotta put something behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's what I want to let people know, man. Just dream big.
I like
Stay
that.
at it.
Dream big, man. I think I'm gonna go with, like I said at the beginning of the show, man. That poster I think I'm gonna go with It's Alright. You know what I'm saying? It's alright. I said I was just thinking the other day, man, that all my mistakes have taught me that it's gonna be alright, and it is. You know what I'm saying? And I can't even say how long it's gonna be before it feels alright. Truth be told, it's actually alright right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's your narrative. You know, do as you will. But if you need to perceive things as good and bad, the good isn't coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that, I mean, it's just the way it is. I don't even know another way to say it besides that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Everybody has a good day in some way. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just to keep it sweet and simple for me, man, it's all right. You know what I mean? Whatever the situation is, it has to turn. It's just how things go. You know what I mean? No matter how good the situation is, it has to turn. No matter how difficult the situation is, it has to turn.
Yep.
So it's alright. What you got, Big J? Jarvis Langston.
Still thinking, man. Good. But yeah, the whole time he's talking, you know, I had the song. That's just the way it is in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's on my. I'm not. Is that on my playlist?
Things will never be the same.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you said that. I think I told you that, man. I was doing Lyft the other night, man. I had a girl get in my car. I forgot I was playing a little smooth R&B. She was like, hey, can you put on something a little bit more uplifting? This reminded me of a boyfriend, and we just got in an argument. She was like, man, just put on that Tupac Changes for me. I was like, man, I got you. Right now, the Greek Tupac up,
Yeah.
windows down, nigga, rolling down victory.
Boy, that's too funny because I can see it in my head.
Alright, so I'm just gonna try to piggyback what we talked about today. Trying to think of quotes in my head. First thing that gravitate towards me is, I probably said this earlier in one of my podcasts, is the Jalen Ramsey quote. When he said, don't tell me the sky's the limit when somebody been to the moon. In saying that, just pretty much don't let nobody control your narrative. Sorry, I can't talk. Don't let nobody control your narrative. Don't let nobody tell you that, oh, this is the limitations for you. Just pretty much to sell past that. And don't let nobody judge you. Don't let nobody foresee your future. If you see your life, go out there and get it, grind it. You feel me? And like I said, don't let nobody control your narrative in your life. So, yeah.
Sorry, bitch. I don't want to see the paper over there again, man.
No, you don't know everybody. That's why I was just sitting here making sure I had it right.
Oh, okay.
What
Right
going on
info
over
for the
there?
people.
Get this right, man.
And to make sure I had the right name, man. Sometimes I be getting email confused. But yeah, man, if y'all want to reach us, y'all can email us at whatifsavannah@gmail.com. We also here on Facebook, and that's at #WhatIfSAV. We also on Instagram, and that's at whatif_SAV. And we still got the tutoring going on, math, English, Spanish, some SAT prep for those getting ready for college. Like 20 days left in school.
Yeah?
So,
Yeah.
So
2.5 weeks.
let us know. More information about us or our tutoring, y'all can go to our website at www.whatifsav.com.
Fellas, man, it's always a pleasure coming with you at the table.
Yep.
Appreciate your insights today. Appreciate your experiences, your honesty, your openness. Appreciate you for coming. Hey, it's the What If Podcast where possibility begins. It's your boy CJ.
It's your boy Trav. I'm out.
And it's your boy Joe.
And y'all have a blessed week, man.
Yep.
Konnichiwa.
That's my konnichiwa.